if you're like me and played a sport for 10 years or are a runner or even horseback ride or whatever the case may be, you're probably aware that stretching is important, but you may not be aware about how important it actually is. Doctors recommend that stretching should be done before and after workout because of the fact that exercising can shorten a person's muscles, which can affect their range of motion. It's also important that even before you stretch to do a warm-up of maybe even a 5 to 10 minute walk. Stretching is important because it reduces muscle tension. It can reduce back problems. It helps your body warm up for your workout. It promotes good blood circulation throughout the body, and it reduces muscle soreness after you exercise too. So it's very important. Now, I'm going to demonstrate some of the stretches to do before you work out. It's not all of them. There's a lot of them, but these are a few. I'm going to show how to stretch your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, and your groin. They all are very important, and it's very important to know how to do them correctly too, so that way you don't injure yourself. So, here we go. Now, to stretch your quad, first of all, your quad makes up most the front and side of your thigh. And to stretch it, you stand upright and you pull back your leg with your with your hand, and then bend the other leg slightly. Make sure that you're standing up straight and that your knee is facing the ground to protect your knee joint. You should feel this from your hip down to your knee and then the front of your thigh. Now, you should hold this for 30 seconds before switching to the other one and then doing the same thing on the other side. Now, also you can use a chair to balance yourself if you need to. Now, your hamstrings. Your hamstring makes up the back of your thigh. So they're very important to stretch before you work out as well. To do this, you will sit on the ground like so. And whichever leg you want to start with, you extend out your right leg, and then your left leg should be touching the top of your right leg, and just like that. And you're gonna bend forward without twisting towards your leg, and then you should lean forward as if you're reaching for your toe, about to touch it. Now be sure not to pull back your toe like this whenever you're doing the stretch. That's incorrect. You should feel this stretch from your knees to your buttocks and the back of your leg. Now I'll show you how to stretch your groin muscle. Your groin muscle is anywhere between your stomach and your thighs in the general hip area. And to stretch it, do a wide stance with your legs, hands on your hips, stand upright, just like this. Spread your feet apart without moving your left leg. You're going to lean toward the right and bend your knee. Just bend it slightly, just like this, until you feel a stretch. Now, you should hold this for 10 to 20 seconds, and you should feel it in your inner thigh, right here. Okay? And then do the same thing on the other side. It's very easy and simple. Now, to stretch your calf muscle. Your calf muscles, if you don't know, are on the lower part of your leg, from here to here. And this stretch, actually, you should feel it from your knee down to your ankles, okay? You stand with your right leg behind your left leg forward, bent a little bit, bend it, stand up straight, okay? Now, your calves are important to stretch before and after you exercise because it's very likely to injure yourself if you don't stretch your calves correctly. So you should make sure your foot is facing forward, okay? Your foot should be facing forward, and it should be completely on the ground, okay? So then do this, and then you will lean forward, standing up straight until you feel that stretch back there. And those are 4 of the most important stretches to do before you work out. There's several more, like I said, and there's lots to do after. So it's very important to keep up with that and to make sure that you are keeping up with it so that way you don't get injured.